Hello, this is Shampoo VTA again. Kelly, how are you? I've got a taste test for you today. That's what I've come to you with. But first, a quick dab with my nectar collector. Oh. Tiny dabber. Alright, wait a second. So what I have for you today is getting some buds ready. This deep fried chocolate Twinkies. Enjoy hot. Oven bake in minutes. Here it is in all of its glory. Oh, let's bust it open. It's very soft and squishy. Oh. Okay. Show you what it looks like in the center. Melted pudding, sort of molten cake thing with some kind of hard chocolate outside. Oh, it smells, I don't know, it smells like a donut. Oh. Oh yeah, okay. The chocolate thing is a really nice experience. Twinkie flavor kind of disappears and everything. I like the crispy outside is neat. Oh. I'm definitely into the hot chocolate pudding thing. That is good. See? I guess this is supposed to be your deep fried Twinkie at home. It's alright. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely don't want to overcook it or the center would just be melted.
Oh yeah, it would just disappear. Not bad. It's messy. I can tell you that. Messy, messy, messy. That was alright. So it looks like maybe Jeff Sessions' okay has been delayed a bit because Democrats are asking for a delay. I'm sure they're not going to, Jeff Sessions is probably going to be AG. What that means for marijuana in California, honestly, he's got so much on his plate. I think marijuana is like one of the last things that he's got to fight California over immigration. And Trump is going crazy up there with executive orders. Holy cow. Remember how they used to criticize Obama for every executive order? He's up there. We're going to ban Muslims. I'm going to send the feds into Chicago. There's going to be martial law. He's lost his fucking mind up there. I mean, he didn't say martial law, but what does he mean by feds? What is he talking about? Is he going to send troops? Is he going to send lawyers? And like I've been saying online, Trump isn't the disease. Trump is a symptom of the disease. He's somebody to hate, and he's a lot of fun to kick around stuff. But really the issue is what the Republicans are going to do, and we've been talking about that in our family. As you know, today California, or maybe you don't know, California basically said, fuck you to the Trump administration and everything that they plan to do, and we're going to resist it tooth and nail. And one in every 3 Californians is now talking about, and very seriously, for the first time in the history of the state, secession. And we're not talking about it because we dislike Trump. We're talking about it because America is like an overcoat that is just weighing us down. We are so ready to leave the nest. We've come so far. I remember when the state was hardcore Republican. I grew up with it being Republican. I mean, when George W. ran, there were W stickers on everybody's car all around this town. These people, even the Republicans cannot stand Trump here. He is not liked. But nobody who was protesting is protesting against Trump. The entire protest that I attended was all about this. We're just going to do the same thing we're going to do. You're safe here with us. I'm wearing a big hat with the marijuana leaf on it, talking to people, and they're being very respectful of me, and nobody said anything, nobody was insulting, nobody looked at me cross-eyed, nothing. This is a big deal to me. Okay, 1980s, my brother is in sort of convenience store in Oakview, and he happened to have a marijuana leaf on his wallet. I think he got it like at the fairgrounds or something, and he just thought it was cool, and he bought it, and he's a pot smoker at the time. But, I mean, it wasn't really about that. It was just, he needed a wallet. It was cheap. It was like one of these surfer Velcro wallets. Okay, so, he goes to the store, he's getting his money out to pay for something, a cop behind him that was buying something sees the wallet, starts questioning him. That's all just gone. It's amazing. It's amazing. And, my brother and I our family is very political, so we have just a ton of fun arguing about all this stuff. Really loud at the top of our lungs. So we were arguing back and forth about it, and he was saying, well, you already won your fight. I mean, Trump didn't change that. And I said, no, Trump kicked it over the top. Now, if I grow weed in my backyard and my neighbors see, they're not going to narc me out, not because they're my friend. They're not going to narc me out because they believe in marijuana. They're not going to narc me out because they think the city's being unfair banning. They're not going to narc me out because they fucking hate Trump. Anything to fuck him. Anything to fuck him. I mean, it's amazing. The lion is laying down with the lamb. Right now. My enemy is now my friend. My best friend is taking me in his arms and going, so glad you're here for this battle. I'm like, what? What? Jerry Brown is going to defend legal marijuana. That's why former Attorney General Holder is here. The man that wasn't necessarily terribly helpful in legalizing, but now is going to help defend it. And he's not going to focus on that, but is going to be part of the myriad of things that they'll fight. It's probably down on the list. More than likely, what the current Attorney General, if Sessions turn, whoever it is, they're going to put on a show. They're going to have some big bus, and they're going to tout this around the country. And no one's going to care. And the little bags of marijuana is going to move back and forth anyway. Because this is like the fucking French underground, and we are super embedded. We are in every home. You'd have to go house to house, block to block. You can't do any of that shit. Now the neighbor that wasn't too sure about me as a pot smoker, the old lady, she sees I'm not for Trump, boom, we're on the same side. The hate for Trump is so palatable. In the march, okay, in our town, nobody lets you use their bathrooms. It's not that they don't like you, it's that water is expensive because, we were going through a drought. Taking care of bathrooms is expensive, and homeless people, God bless them, and their walk, and I hope to God that they find some help, or that if it is their journey to be homeless and they don't want help, that somehow they're able to live, a decent life before they're taken, or whatever. Okay, so homeless people would go and use these bathrooms, and they would use drugs, and they would have whatever, or sleep in them, or, things, they'd fight people. You couldn't use the restroom. Tourists couldn't use the restroom. So you can't have a police officer outside the restroom. So our town tends to kind of go back and forth fighting whether or not to have public bathrooms down in the tourist end of town. So the deal is if you want to use a bathroom when you're shopping here, you have to buy something at a restaurant. You know, you're just going to have to plan ahead, or you're going to have to know where there are public restrooms at a park where you can go use them, and they are available. Some parks are not, and some are. Okay, so we're walking down the street, and there's 3,000 people. I've never seen so many fucking people. And we're walking by the Thai restaurant, and the nice guy that owns the Thai restaurant, by the way, that Thai restaurant is... we haven't been there in a while, and we should go back. We've been doing, like, shawarma, a lot of shawarma, Mexican food, and, oh gosh, what else have we been doing? We've just been trying to do, like, a lot of different kinds of food, you know. We're just been adventuring with our food. So we should go back to the Thai restaurant. But anyway, we're walking by the Thai restaurant, and the guy that owns it sitting out there, and we're like, hey, sorry about this. And he's like, you need to use the restroom? Anybody here need to use the restroom? He was asking 3,000 people if hey, anybody need a hand? You know, you could use my restroom. No charge. Because why? Because the guy's like, you know, this thing's turning, isn't it? This thing's decided to dance over this way. Anyway, you see my breasted lamb. My bird chewed off all the little strings that held on my lampshade. This is a problem with having a bird. They destroy everything. Anyway, he's a super nice guy. I couldn't believe he was like, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, no, but we're doing this march. We're like kind of chanting and holding signs right now, but thank you. You know, he was so cute. He was so cool. I mean, he understood what we were doing. We're saying, look, this is California. That Thai restaurant's fucking there because we like that fucking food. Syrian market's there because shawarma. You know, wrapped grape leaves, all that shit is so good. We got fucking this place called Poke, you know, Land, where you go and you get poke from Hawaii, which is like raw fish salad. Oh my god, it's so good. I love Poke Land. You know, so we're very eclectic here. And nobody wants to be racist, and everybody's really super trying. And sometimes we fall off the horse, but Donald Trump has changed a lot of the mood around here. It's like a constant reminder that you don't want to be him. Oh my god, he's so amazingly disgusting and offensive to just about everybody out here. I mean, when you're talking to one in 3 Californians want to secede and become their own country, that is a big fucking deal. That has never happened. And I grew up in California. There's going to be a lot of bad things that are going to happen because of Trump, but there's going to be a lot of good things too. The people are going to not need this, you know, president leader to follow now. Now we are the leaders. Now somebody blew on the dandelion, you know, and all the seeds went everywhere, and that's what Trump's going to be dealing with now. The more he stomps around and tries to gets mad and causes problems and scares the shit out of people, the deeper in the shit him and the Republicans get. Either way, I just don't see it ending fabulously for anybody, especially them, you know. Anyway, I thought I would show you this really interesting molten Twinkie thing. It is very rich. It's got like a pudding inside. Talk about the march a little bit that I went on. That was a hell of a lot of fun. Seriously, that cheered the shit up. I mean, I was like down, and then when I saw, don't worry, almost all of California agrees with you, I'm like, I'm home. Amongst my, it's like you came out of your house and smoked pot and everybody went, you're fine. Yeah. Awesome. Don't worry about it. No, Trump's in office now. Fuck him. I mean, I'm looking the other way. I mean, it isn't like they're not going to enforce laws and don't be silly and stuff, but it ain't like they're going to bend over backwards to be some kind of authoritarian because the biggest authoritarian in the world just took power. Scares the shit. Everybody's like, Jesus, don't act like anything like him. Don't even appear to be anything kind of like him because he's just totally poison right now in California. Poison. Huh. I'm going to try to link to Jerry Brown's State of the State address. And you can listen and basically hear Jerry go. To Donald Trump. This is super cool. I'm just so happy. I mean, seriously. I was so depressed, and then the Rose Parade came, and I just had this feeling like, oh, something's happening. So I feel it. I feel like I get women's intuition kind of stuff. And it started raining right at the end of the Rose Parade, and it fucking almost hasn't stopped raining since. And we in California are like, it hasn't rained in like 10 years. Something the fuck is going on. And it ain't like Donald Trump made that happen. We made a choice, something. I'm sensing, I don't know, major kind of karmic things happening. I don't know. It's just my opinion. You know, I think it scares people. Change always scares people. Especially when it appears to be uncontrollable change because it's this hoodlum that's running the country. And I'm like, he's going to create so many opportunities for heroes to rise. For people to, I mean, do you remember Tiananmen Square? One guy standing in front of a fucking tank inspired the world for years. This man is setting the stage for someone to just take that popularity he has and walk away with it. Seriously, that guy, he's setting himself on a pedestal so high, and he's just gonna go, boo! Oh boy. You could just feel the Ozymandias coming. This poem, Ozymandias. You know, it goes something like, you know, I was in the desert, you know, come across this vast, wasted, like, kingdom, and there's a statue where only the feet remain, and on it it says, I am the great Ozymandias. Behold all that I have created, and be amazed. And there was nothing but sand, and ruined fucking nothing, and these feet on a column with that saying, I am the great Ozymandias. Look on everything I have built, and, like, be amazed. And it was all... So I just thought I'd share these things with you. Again, look at how the camera keeps, it's this cord. It's like pulling. The camera is dancing away from me. It's like... It's haunted. Go over there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so peace. Once again, that is these... You know, I'd have to say the ones at the fair, of course, are better. These are like a bit dry because they don't have the wonderful deep fried fat that, of course, would be absorbed slightly into the Twinkie or whatever it is. But it's a nice idea. Nice try. You know, give it a shot.